Hey everybody, Implant Mike here. Remember that, shake your cheeks. All right, everybody shakes their cheeks somewhere, either they're twerking or doing something, but you know what? It just kind of makes people laugh and smile. All right, I'm gonna try and make this quick. I'm sending this instrument out to a few people. All right, this is called the Calderon instrument. I need you guys to look at this, okay? If you can appreciate all the lines that are on here, each line means that it's 1 millimeter, but every wide line, every thick line is every 5 millimeters, okay? So that's what's good. This keyhole here is for aspirating or suction. When you're gonna graft bone, you add it onto bone, you can aspirate right through the top and you don't suck any of the bone out. The next thing is that the keyhole is unique because the keyhole is 10 millimeters long. So what happens is that if you want to, the insert, if you want to measure your implant right away, not the implant, the step drill. If you want to measure the step drill, you put it right along here. It's automatically 10 millimeters. You don't have to turn around to the kit and start measuring stuff. Also, now that you have this here and all this graduated measuring device here all the way around the instrument on both ends, okay? You don't have to turn around and go grab a probe or a ruler to measure something. So if I'm doing surgery, all right, and we're doing a lot of implant surgery, and we're doing zygomas. What we do is when we do zygomas, you know that you have to be a certain distance between the implants that go into the zygoma. Now, the width of this instrument is automatically 8 millimeters. So we want to ideally keep it 8 millimeters. Of course, when I did this model, it wasn't that great. But if I put my instrument on here, I can put it on the surface of one implant and look at the surface of the other, and right off the bat, I can see it's about 4 millimeters apart. Okay, because you see that thick line means it's 5. So there's a lot of stuff here. Next, dissection is fantastic with this. So this is great for periodontists, great for all surgeons. If you're doing technique sensitive surgery, you can flip this up like this, flip, and dissect the area, especially if you're doing a sinus. And then once you do that, you'll make me leave my fingers to Minnesota, and then you can just measure anything you want, how thick the ridge is, how high, where you're gonna place the implant, everything is there. So that's why it's called the implant spacing instrument. You're gonna love this instrument. You have to use it. You get used to it. I started off, it's my instrument, right? And I have a bunch of them. And I only put it into a few kits at first. And then all of a sudden, all my kits have it now. All my surgical kits, my basic setup. So I use it for prosto, I use it for perio, I use it for oral surgery. Now you're thinking like, how can you use it for prosto? Well, the width of this round end of this instrument, the width right now is exactly 8 millimeters wide. So the ideal width of a central incisor is 8.5 millimeters. So when we place this on here, I know that the width of the central incisor should be a little bigger than that, so that we know it's 8.5 millimeters. We know that the length of any central incisor should be about 11 millimeters. So by looking at the thickness of the instrument, of the lines, I know right off the bat that it's 11 millimeters because the top of the wide line is 11 millimeters. All right, so that's how we measure it. I don't have to go squinting. Look, I can look in a camera and I see it. So you don't have to go using any kind of special device. That weird device that everybody has, or some people are getting, it's white with a cross and they got a blue and a red line. Forget that. You don't need that, You know what I'm talking about. You need this, okay? The Calderon implant spacing instrument, all right? And the nice part about this is that, you can sterilize, you can do anything you want with it. It's really strong, right? I use it as east-west so I can pry out roots. I use it for reflection. I use it to wedge crowns apart. And the nice part of it, if it breaks within a year, just send it back to me. I'll give you a free one, okay? It doesn't matter. I just love the instrument. I think everybody should have it. I think every office should have it. I'm sending it out to a few good friends of mine. I'm not gonna mention names because I don't wanna try, sound like if they're endorsing it, but there are a few people that loved it, and I will mention their names because they did give me a testimonial. It was Jin Kim, all right, a good friend of mine, Jin Kim. He used it, and that's why I introduced him to it, and he loved it. Dr. Jason Kim, he loved it also. Dr. Jack Krauser, he loved it. He did well with it. Dr. Dan Rosen, okay, with the zygomas, he also appreciated it. So this will be going to all the courses that they have. So if I don't want to try and sound like I'm selling something, but I'm really proud of this instrument, and you know what? And I'm going to send it to a few doctors. If you can please send me a testimonial on it and let me know how it goes, okay? We'll see you at the Greater New York Dental Meeting in New York, and also I will be at the AEID meeting. I'll see you there. I'll have these instruments with me all the time, but let's get together. Let's get together. It's been a long time. Let's get together and we'll see what's going on. All right, so Calderon instrument. All right, I'm Mike Calderon, Implant Mike on Instagram, okay? Implant Mike. So look at it, use it, love it. It's my patent. Shake your cheeks. All right, ciao, everybody. Love you guys. Be safe.